It's WNCW. Mr. James Hunter out in support of the new album Hold On, available on Daptone Records. Now he's playing tonight at the Grey Eagle in Nashville, tomorrow in Charlotte. James, I'm kind of curious. You guys have been doing this thing for, what, 20 years now, right? You've had
more than that, isn't it? It's 30. Oh, yeah.
Sorry, dropping the age thing again. Have you ever gotten support? Here in the States, we're rolling this, I guess, the sound into R&B and soul.
Yeah.
Do you get support from urban stations, from African American radio stations?
Oh, well, you know what? Once or twice we've had a nice review. There was a Soul Patrol bloke came to see me in Philly, and it was nice to get the nod, because you do tend to feel that young black people tend to feel this stuff's a bit embarrassingly, hokey, and that. Yeah, I don't blame them, because their stuff's evolved, and they probably get fed up of us poaching their music all the time. But there was a program called Soul Patrol, and they was, if I'm allowed to mention another station, and they were very complimentary.
Up in Philadelphia.
Yeah. And he said you're not as rubbish as I thought you was.
No. I think you've got a certain love of Philly, right?
Oh, certainly, yes. I've got a bit of affinity for the place. Yeah.
So, I think that's something that radio programmers have a hard time getting their head around, is why a particular genre of music has interest to a group of people, and then it changes radically. Where R&B and soul was completely African American in the '60s, and now it seems to have completely mutated, and something like what you guys are doing, as brilliant as it is, doesn't seem to get any traction.
White English kids have been trying to do it ever since, ever since Muddy Waters first came over to, in 1958. And,
right.
Yeah. So there's been a lot of that. I mean, that goes right back to Lonnie Donegan and Duffy Power,
Certainly.
Yes.
Is there, there seems to be a lot of soul jazz now in the UK. Is that kind of the direction that the whole thing has gone now?
It might have. I mean, I'm not really aware of a sort of scene, I mean, I quite like being perceived as part of one, but I don't take much notice, to be honest. But I think there might be. There's elements of that creep into all sorts of little scenes that go on.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, James Hunter with us here in Studio B. Are you still working in film? I heard that you had you dabble in film.
Oh, well, as a hobby, yeah.
Right.
I mean, the thing is, I moved to the coast, so I'm not as near to the film laboratory as I used to be.
Right.
There was a place in Acton, in West London, that used to. He was the last lab in England to process E6. 16mm movie film, but I've still got my camera. I've still got a load of stock in the fridge, so I'm going to be doing something with it soon. I reckon.
You have the One Way Love video?
Oh, Chicken Switch. That was all done on 16mm.
Yeah. So was that material that you had squirreled away over time? And
was that what?
Was that material that you had squirreled away? Did you?
No, that was specially done for the. Oh, sorry, I know what you mean. There's minute by minute. That was some stuff. That was 16mm stuff.
Okay.
And yes, that was all stuff I'd accumulated.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
you had the video right and I didn't. So.
Well, it's early in the morning. I've had an extra cup of coffee. So in Daptone Studios, back to that whole relationship, was there, did you have to leave a previous contract, or did it
it expired?
It just expired.
We were mutually kind of, pleased to sort of,
move on.
It come to the end of its thing, and fortunately they were the only people we could think of that we wanted to sign with was Daptone, because they were doing something along the vibe that we were trying to do ourselves.
Certainly.
So we basically harangued them until they caved in and agreed to take us on.
Is there a label like Daptone in the UK?
There might be. There's studios that do a similar kind of thing, but I think they're all a bit more underground, because it hasn't. Yeah, I don't think there's a particular. There might be that I haven't heard of. I hope there is.
Okay.
Yeah.
Is there? Do you find it easy? There seems to be I guess, with this disconnect between the people that love your sound. It's like licorice. People really, really love it.
Also,
and then others like, right, whatever. Is there a difficulty finding place on stage in festivals, or are you guys just solid booked now?
Well, no, we've getting a load of stuff, but that's because we got a record out. We have had
Right.
some thin times this year, but it's nothing to do with genre we are. You know, it's just the fact we didn't have any product to sort of punt.
Right, right. You didn't have to go back to the railway, right?
No, they wouldn't have me anyway.
Now that dates back a ways. You should let everybody know you did work for.
For British Rail, yeah, I was there for 7 years.
Is that, and that was that during the period that you were busking as
Just
well?
before.
Just
I
before.
went straight from that to busking, so it was a big step up.
Okay. And that was. Did I hear it was on a vintage line or vintage equipment rather that you were working on?
Yes, it was. I'm sorry, you're right. I was working on a safety feature in signal boxes. You know, the old ones with the pump handles,
Right.
and there was what I was partly in charge of. I was an assistant to the bloke who's in charge of a safety feature called interlocking, and he's called a locking fitter. And it was a safety feature, so you pull one signal off, and stuff slides across and blocks another signal, so you can't have conflicting signals, and it prevents crashes and stuff like. So
like the one we just had this morning with the head-on.
Oh, getaway, really?
Yeah, really.
So I didn't mean to laugh.
No. But that's obviously old technology, perhaps better than what we got now.
It might be. You never know.
We're chatting with James Hunter and a portion of the James Hunter Six here at Studio B in WNCW. Once again, they're playing tonight at the Grey Eagle. You guys got yet another tune?